Okay, so from Infinity Prospecting we have Devon Gold's Vortex Drop Riffle Technology. We got a cleanup sluice here, and what we're going to be doing is running some different material through it and trying to recover some flower gold. We also have this bag here of pay dirt which has minimum half gram flower gold. So normally with this thing you'd use a 1,000-gallon pump, but for purposes today, and we're not out in the field, we're going to actually use a garden hose. We've set this up so we have about 1,100 gallons per hour coming out of this garden hose, and it should work. So normally you want to put this at a 8 to 12 degree slope, which is exactly what we have it at. It's about 10 degrees right now, and we're going to test this out. So let's run some material. First thing we want to run is some actual fines from crushed ore. I really like the material this is made of. It's nice and flexible. It's pretty light, so you can pack it in anywhere. There's a nice piece of chalcopyrite that was left in there from the crushing. I'm not expecting to find a ton of gold in this. Maybe a little bit, but we'll see. Another piece of chalcopyrite there. I think I see a little bit of gold there. So if you have a pond pump or whatever, you can have this recirculate back and reuse the water, but we're not reusing the water this time. Okay, so that's the last of the material. Let's see what we get out of this. Okay, so we got quite a bit of sulfide minerals in there. You can see some black sands, and it looks like we got some gold in there. I know for sure we do here. Alright, so we got some really rich pay here, classified down. I know there's going to be lots of fine to medium-sized gold in this, so we're going to clean this up too and see what we get out of that. Oh, look at the gold up there. Just the first part of the V matting caught a lot of gold. We're not even half done. So we're going to clean up this as well. We're going to do this pay dirt, and then we'll clean up all of them, show what we got from each of them, and then at the end we'll pour them all together, show you the total gold. See a piece bouncing around in there. So this stuff here comes from a creek. We did a bunch of pans one day. We poured it all into here. And this is basically the cons from that. So this is probably about 10-15 pans worth of material here. So that's the top gold in the V matting. We got gold down here. Gold a bit there. So this is our first one here. Black sands, a little bit of coarser material in there, some chunks of sulfides, and I definitely see some gold in there. This is the second one. You can see obvious gold everywhere. And basically what we're going to do is run the last pay dirt here. We're also going to take our tailings after and see how much gold we lost, if any. So here is the pay dirt. It's supposed to be loaded with fine flour gold, and that is the first scoop right there. That's looking really nice. So this stuff, they make it for high bankers, they make it for all sorts of different units. They can customize it for you. We'll leave the link in the description for their website, contact information. We're definitely going to be using this, I can already tell, for pretty much any kind of cleanup we got to do for concentrates, because it looks like it works really well, and I'm hoping in our tailings pan there we don't find any gold. You can run the material once, twice. By the looks of it, we're probably only going to run it once. That's probably all it needs. Nice lines of gold there. We're about half done the pay dirt. You can see all the black sands just dancing around in there, and they slowly make their way out of the V matting and down farther. And that is the pay dirt. We'll give it 10 or 20 seconds, then we'll shut this down, take a look at it in the pan. We'll pan all three of these out and the fourth tailings, see how we did. Okay, so this is our first material here that we had. Clean her up a bit. 37 degrees out Celsius today, and you had to fill this up with boiling hot water.
It's toasty.
It's already toasty out. Most of the bigger chunks look like gold, but it's actually chalcopyrite. Oh, this right there. Okay, let's get a wash back on that. See how much gold we got. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit of gold in there. A lot of fine gold. A couple bigger pieces though. Alright, let's do the next one. This is the last material here from the creek. I'm not using my ideal pan here, but we're working with what we got. Decent gold in here too. Alright, let's get a wash back on that. A few coarser pieces in there. We'll have to go back to the spot. It's decent gold. This is the last material here. Lots of fine gold there. Really fine gold that floats, but somehow that sluice picked it up. This is beyond flour gold. This is micron size. I'm gonna put in some jet dry. Just hold on one sec. Someone's playing bagpipes in the background. Alright, jet dry works like a charm. I apologize for the background noises. I'm doing this at my house. We're going to pour all three together, clean it up, see what the total gold is, and then we'll pan out the tailings. Alright, we got this basically cleaned up here, other than a little bit of black sands. Okay, so a little bit more work in cleaning up, but that's basically the gist of the gold. There's quite a bit in there. This here is the tailings that we're cleaning up, seeing if we lost any gold. I'd expect some gold to get lost. I just don't know how much. Probably gonna get some margin of error. Okay. There's about 10 tiny little specks in there. Micro fines. So that's pretty good in my opinion. Some of it might have been left over in the pan too as well. I mean, that's just such tiny pieces of gold.